A little adventure this afternoon. We are at Little Rocky Creek Grinding Grooves. So, see these here? These are grooves made by the indigenous people, the Gubbi Gubbi people, many generations ago. They basically came here to make their spears. Stone axes were essential tools for Aboriginal people for thousands of years. They were used for things like chopping shields, cutting into tree hollows, making canoes, spears. So let's go for a little walk. We are kind of between Landsborough and Biwa, basically. Bill, mate, how you going? How are you? Well, come with a little adventure with me, Bill. We're looking at grinding. Well, this is an Indigenous site for the Aboriginal people here in southeast Queensland, where I live. The Gubbi Gubbi people. They looked after a whole big area here, and I have been here before, but this is really pretty. Look at this. Can you hear the calls of the birds? But down further here, we have a little creek, and in the creek bed, we're going to see evidence of the Aboriginal people, the Indigenous people, this area, where they made their weapons. It's very interesting. I've only ever been here once, and I loved it. It was so much fun. $11.25. Wow. It is 3:26 p.m. here. How's your day been anyway? Oh, Deb, how are you? So Deb, I'm going to take you on a little adventure. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. You can actually see them already. So this is the area where the Indigenous people, the Gubbi Gubbi people, used to make some of their axes and spears and their grinding material for, cutting down trees and making things. But you can see from up here, look. See from up here, you can actually see evidence of it there. See that there? Hey Rudy, how you going? So the last time I came here it was very dry. So we've had a bit of rain, so you can see a little bit of a little bit of waterfall flow. But this is the section, this is the section I want to take you, have a look. I'll put my water bottle down. So see here, many years of carving into the rock to sharpen spears has caused this into the rocks. See here? That is so cool. Different shapes. Like this is all man-made. Looks like feet, doesn't it? Claws. Hey, Miss Kay. I'm in southeast Queensland. I'm on the Sunshine Coast in Brisbane, or Sunshine Coast of Queensland. This is between Landsborough and Biwa. It's a little Aboriginal area where the Aboriginals used to come and make their spears or sharpen their axes. So there's evidence of it in this little area. But it's quite quaint here too. Very beautiful. Your mind was in the gutter, Bill. Why? Miss Kay, where are you from? Because in the chat we've got Bill. Bill is from Iowa in the States. And we've got Deborah Warwick. She's from Spring, Texas. Obviously I'm Australian. It's nice hearing the water flow, right? You're from Melbourne. Right. Welcome. How you going? Actually, guys, I just thought of something. Have you ever heard of the steel drums? This would be a brilliant place to play because you're next to the water. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to do that, guys. Do you know what I'm talking about? The steel drums? Where basically it just makes beautiful music. I'm not a professional player or anything like that, but I've got one to play with and it's just really beautiful. I've been playing it at the beach and I just thought this would be a really nice area. Unfortunately, you can hear the cars because it's right next to a road here. But the sound of the water is really, really nice. Yeah, they're dugouts. That's right, Bill. So basically, let's go back. So there's one over there. There's one there. There's kind of one there. Different shapes, I guess. But yeah, these are the main ones here. So they would sharpen make their, I guess their spears and warheads. Not warheads, but like, you know, their axes and stuff. But I mean, this is rock. So they've, you know, years and years of grinding into it has done that over generations, right? Let's see if we can go over there. You just got to think a bit of health and safety, guys. I haven't got, you know, like hiking shoes on, guys. I've just got white, like tennis shoes on. So you just got to be careful. I've just been out with my mum, actually, guys. Had a bit of an adventure with my mum. Oh, this is beautiful here. This is really nice, guys. I've never actually noticed this before. Wow. This is really pretty. Look at that. Wouldn't it be amazing if we just saw a platypus come up and say, hello? But just listen to that water. Look, it's just so beautiful. So let's just jump over here. There we go. Let's see what evidence we got over here of like grinding bits. I guess when you're grinding, right, you need water, so they're right next to the water, right? I don't think these are really grinding holes, are they? Oh, here's another one here. Here we go. Here's another one. And then here. Maybe these ones here too. I don't know. Different shapes, I guess, maybe. It's a shallow one. But notice they're more right next to the water, I guess. Oh, Bill, yeah, that's right. You like fish, don't you? I don't know about what kind of fish they'd have in there. I reckon there's more like tadpoles and stuff like that. They're going to turn into toads, I reckon. There's another part over there. Maybe there might be something there that we can go check out. I mean, I could jump across there, but you know what? Health and safety, guys. Health and safety. I am solo here, guys. So, like, you know, you want to be smart. You don't want to hurt yourself. And there's no prizes of jumping over rocks, right? This is really pretty. Listen to that water. Deb, it's the Gubbi Gubbi people. Spelled Gubbi, Gubbi. Gubbi Gubbi. So the Gubbi Gubbi people were the indigenous people for just this area. There's many different areas or many clans that used to obviously be, around Australia. And obviously generations of those families are still around, but just there's not many of them, I guess, anymore. So this is technically their land. There's a sign that says Aboriginal area. When I started my live, there is a little plaque at the front and tells you a little bit about the spearheads and what they use this area for. But let's go on the other side where there's some. I haven't really did any venturing on the other side. Let's go have a look down here, guys. Again, let's be a little bit safe because we are by ourselves and we don't want to trip and fall. Oh, this is lovely. So it's very mossy. Very pretty. Yeah, it's too slippery to be jumping. You probably could do like a little slippery slide there, but you're going to slide onto that rock there, so that's not, smart. But in summertime, this is probably quite nice just to sit in these little holes here. That's not very nice there. It looks stagnant, all right? It's not even moving. But looks like the water's coming through here and then down through the back. I don't know, must go through the back there somewhere. Oh yeah, through the back there you can see some more water. So it must keep on going around that way. So this is just a pool here. I'm not going to go down there. I mean, we could. But again, do we need to? Probably not. And yeah, when there's green moss, I always think, be sensible because green moss, it means it's slippery, right? And also it can mean leeches, guys. Just a word of warning, leeches. But I'm looking for any evidence of like those spearhead things. Doesn't seem to be anything down this way. So obviously the Aboriginal people also had the same thing, like it's a bit slippery here. Let's not hang out here too much. There does look like there's a little bit of holes down there though. See those down there? I can zoom in a little bit more so you can see them. Where's my walking stick? Actually in my car, actually. I'm really not dressed for walking. I'm actually in a dress. And guess what? Let me show you something. Hold on. You'll get this, Bill. You'll get this. You'll appreciate this, Bill. Hold on. It's got pockets. Pockets. I've got pockets. Pockets. I've got pockets. 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 It's got pockets. You like my dress? I really like this dress. I got it from the op shop a little while ago. I wore it to a wedding. But obviously I, dressed up. Had fancy shoes on. But I went to a Indonesian Christmas party today, actually. So you guys know I'm half Indonesian. And my mum really wanted to go. So I went to like a church service, which is quite nice, actually. It was half Indonesian and half in English, so I could understand. The last Indonesian Christmas party I went to last year was actually in Batik. So that's a different native tongue to Bahasa. Bahasa Indonesian or Bahasa Malay is the tongue most Indonesians talk, but then different regions like the Gubbi Gubbi people or like the different people of different areas have different have different languages too. So my mum is from where's she from? Brastagi. She's from the Highlands, so they speak a different tongue. And then a lot of people that went to the Christmas party I went to last year was from Lake Toba. So Toba Batik, and they speak completely different. My mum couldn't even understand them. So it's very interesting. So I had Buckley's understanding of one last year. I mean, I can speak Indonesian a little bit, sedikit, But when they're speaking Toba, I had no idea. I didn't know. I'm like, Mum, what are they speaking? She goes, I don't even understand them. So interesting, hey? My mum couldn't even understand. So this one was easy because I could understand, mostly, right? And especially when they speak English. So guys, I'm going to go and get my steel drum because I am trying to do a little bit more peace in my life, guys. So it's not a very far walk. My car's literally just here, probably 50 metres away. And you guys see that, when I did 75 hard, I was kind of rushing from place to place to get everything done. So I'm just being nice to myself. At the same time, I do value walking and being in nature, right? Like, it's just so good for your souls, right? Like, I wasn't too far from this place and I thought, you know what? Let's come here. And I didn't actually think we'd be able to do a live. And if we couldn't do a live, well, it didn't matter, right? I'll just come here anyway. But then I looked at my phone and went, oh, maybe I can do a live. And sure enough, here you are. We're doing a live. I thought you might come here and have a look. But anyway, let's go get the steel drum. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll get to see it in a second. We'll go look at the signpost too to have a little bit more of a read up of where we are and, tell us a little bit more about this place. Okay, so we're at Little Rocky Creek Grinding Grooves. So Grinding Grooves, that's the one that we saw. Little Rocky Creek is an important place for the Gubbi Gubbi people, with grinding grooves made by the many generations who've lived and looked after this land. The sandstone bed in this creek tells us many things about the past. It's part of the Landsborough sandstone laid down over 200 million years ago, forming the time of intense volcanic activity. So guys, there's actually a lot of mountains around here that you can't see them at the moment, but just down this road here is Mount Beerburrum, which is a massive mountain. Part of the Glasshouse Mountain. So a couple of weeks ago, we've done a couple of hikes recently that I've taken you on. That's from there, that area. Over a long period of time, areas of sediment warped and twisted, making outcrops such as these. The mix of the water and the sandstone makes this perfect place for grinding tools such as axes, heads, spearheads, cutting stones. We can see many of these grooves in the rocks. That's cool, guys. Very cool. The rock also provided a natural bridge to cross the creek when this route between Brisbane and Gympie goldfields in the mid to 1800s. The exposed rock contained marks made by the wheels of the famous Cobb and Co coaches. Wow. Okay, so they're saying this used to be the main road going up north, the gold mines. Gympie was a big gold mine area, which is about 2 hours north from here. So they're saying that in the sandstone bed, the exposed rock contains marks made by the wheels. Wow, that'd be cool to go see that. We'll see if we can check that out later. So yeah, very interesting. So that's where we just were, in here. Oh, they're all the stones. That's what, okay, there you go. That's just showing you all the main stones that we just looked at. Oh, here we go. The coach marks is over here. Okay, guys, we've got to check that out. That is very cool. I'm really interested in trains and stuff like that. So just over here at the back is where the coach marks are. Okay, so we're definitely got to go check that out, guys. I'm just looking at your comments, Bill. You're like, it fits all in the right places. Thanks. All right, so guys, just getting my steel drum. All right. We have it in the box. I want to show you something, guys. Have you ever heard of the dancing ladies? Well, you know me. I'm a dancing lady. Dance, dance, dance. Check this out. Little dancing ladies. Same, but different. It's an orchid. My mum, actually, hold on a second, guys. Let me just see. I think I took the wrong water bottle, guys. I brought a cup of tea with me. We don't need a cup of tea. We will take this though. Bit of electrolytes. All right, guys. Let's go play the steel drum. Looks like medicine. What do you mean looks like medicine? Oh, actually, guys, hold on a second. Let me get something to sit on, hey? Like, you know, we don't want to ruin the dress. We could sit on the rocks, but, you know, we're being precious, guys. Here we go. This is better. I've got a sarong. That'll work. So I've got a bottle of water, well, my electrolytes in it. We have my steel drum. See, it's got here steel drum. Oh, I thought you were talking about I knew you were talking about the flowers. How do you see medicine in that? Medicine is happy, like they make you happy. That's good medicine. Medicine doesn't always have to be in a pill form, right? Medicine could be going for a walk in nature. Look at this, how beautiful this is. So beautiful. And there's no one here. They say that just going into nature lowers your heart rate. You know, just basically makes you more relaxed, right? I don't know if you can observe that in me. I am hyper. I mean, I'm very hyper. But just walking through here and, you know, the stories that would have been made here, like, you know, people coming to making their spearheads and their axe heads and stuff. I just think that's an amazing story, right? And I'm really interested about those coach lines, right? We've got to go check that out first. Can we see something from up here? I can't see anything. It was right at the back there. Somewhere at the back there in that picture. So, actually, I think I've just found them. I think that, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. I'm a bit excited, guys. I do like train adventures, guys. Like, things about trains I think is fascinating. It's a really great way to travel. That's why Bill, when you asked me that question about train or boat, I thought that's a great question to answer. So that picture up there before, let me just put that drum down. My bottle of water down. It showed the markings are here and the markings over there, and it kind of alluded that over here was the lines for the coaches. So the coaches are like, they're horse-drawn buggies, right? Not really a train, but then they were replaced by trains later on. But where are the lines that they're talking about? Would this be it? Would this be it? Actually, guys, I reckon this is it here. That there and that there. Slowly going up that way. Do you reckon? Can you see that, guys? See the lines? I don't really know about buggies, but I reckon that's definitely it. That's the lines, right? Yeah, look. And they must have had a bridge over that way. No, they had horses, Deb or Bill. They were using horses. So it was, a lot of the time, it was moving people from up to the gold mines. A lot of people rode horses up there, but there was like the Cobb and Co coach is like the horse-drawn coaches. This road here, Old Gympie Road, was very famous for the Cobb and Co coaches going up and down. So this would have been part of it. Wow, that is really cool. Let me show you again, guys. So yep, that's definitely it, eh? Hey, Lavender. I said hello to my mum for you, Lavender. I said, Mum, Lavender said to say hello. And she goes, oh, hello. So yeah, Lavender, I'm just in a Aboriginal site where basically, I'll show you, they've got grinding holes. So where the Indigenous people used to come and make their tools or sharpen their tools. See here? And here? They grind into here to make their stones or make them sharper. There's a few of them over here. But on this side, I read on the sign when we came into the entrance, the Cobbleco stone, this used to be the old highway up to Gympie where they used to have the gold rush from Brisbane to the Gympie. And they used to use the transport back then, because we obviously didn't have cars or trains, was horse and buggy, horse and coach, I guess. So the coaches used to come through here, and this here, I was looking for this, I had no idea, I never read the sign. These are the lines of the old tracks. I don't know if you can see that. It's really cool. So I just noticed over here, we've got a sign, I didn't notice that before. Let me see if I can read it. Okay, let me read it to you. Aboriginal axe grinding grooves. This area contains pavements of sandstone with numerous grooves produced by Aboriginal people when sharpening stone axes. Hard volcanic rock was selected and shaped before being ground on the edge of the soft sandstone. The sharpened stone was finally bound to shafts of wood or vine. These grooves are found throughout Queensland on sandstone outcrops near creeks. Water was used to wash away stone flour produced in grinding. Stone axes were important status items. They were exchanged throughout Australia for weapons, shells, native tobacco. They were used to cut climbing footholds, to fell trees. That doesn't make sense. To fell trees, to open tree hollows for native honey, and to extract possums. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. I had never noticed that even before, guys. So there's another little one there. So it's really pretty here. Really, really pretty. So I've only ever been here once before, guys, but I just dropped my mum off nearby. We're between Landsborough and Beerwah in the southeast of Brisbane. Southeast Queensland. And it's just really pretty. Look at this. Just love that. Look at that little trickle of water. So guys, let's find somewhere to sit and let's play some music. No joke. I think we're going to stand down here, even though we're going to be near the road. We're going to block out the road. So these are the other ones, Lavender. See there? These are quite prominent, these ones. All right, let's find somewhere to sit because I want to sit next to the water. So guys, we're literally right next to a road, right? That's why you can hear lots of noise. Where can I put my bum, guys, so that I don't... Oh, we'll just sit here. So this is called a steel tongue drum. See the tongue? So, let me get comfortable somehow. I don't know how to set you up, guys, so that you guys can... You don't need to see me, but it'd be nice for you to listen to it while I play. Can you guys hear that? Does that sound okay? Hear it fine? Okay, perfect. Let me have some water. Can you guys hear the water? Just very curious if you can hear the water. Okay, guys, I hear everything even the birds. That's great. Okay, choose. I've got three modes, guys, right? This is A. Pick which one you like, okay, at the end. A. Okay, that's A. B we've got next. That's B. Next is C. Hey Susan, how you going? You're going to tell us about how your day was. C is like this. Which one do you like? A, B, or C? C. You've never seen that before, Bill? Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's called a steel tongue drum. I have instructions how to play it. Oh, I can play Happy Birthday. Here we go. Let's see if I can play something here. Okay, let's try to play Happy Birthday because we all know that. So basically what it does, it says here, Happy Birthday. So it tells me the numbers. Okay, but which numbers? Because I've got 2 5s. How do I know which 5? Oh no, there's a 5 and a dot. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, let me show you guys. Hey Susan. Susan, how was your adventure today? How's your adventure? Hey, around the table, how you going? So, see how here it's got the numbers? So 5 dot 5 dot, 6 5 dot 1. So we've got 5 dot and that's 5. Okay, let's see if I can play Happy Birthday. All right, ready? That was Happy Birthday. That is cool. I've never done that before. Wow. What else can I play? Okay, I don't know all these songs. No. To say goodbye. There's a song called I Went to Kindergarten. Baby song. Little Red Riding Hood. Mary had a little lamb. Let's try that one. Okay, I'm perspiring, guys. Perspiring. So Susan, first of all, hey Boosely, how are you? You're completely knackered, but it was good. I took so much footage. Yeah, you had a cool adventure. Do you want to share? Do you want to tell everyone? How are you, Boosely? So we've got some Australians in the house this afternoon. We have Susan from Victoria, we have around the table in the world from Sydney, we have Boosely from Western Australia, we have Bill, who is not Australian, but he's from Iowa. We have Deb from Spring, Texas. So guys, we are at an Aboriginal site. Now I am wearing a dress, so not really hiking attire, but I just felt like a little bit of nature. And I thought, you know what, I'm here and this place is really cool. So just behind me are grinding stones. Basically this sandstone bed has grinding holes where the Aboriginals used to, grind their axes and stuff. I could get up, but I'm being lazy. And I just thought, I came down here and then I went, oh, a little waterfall. You know what? Let me go get the steel drum out of the car. Let me perspire a bit because I'm sweating now. Let me have a bit of electrolytes. But what a scenic place to play my little drum. So who's seen these before? You can get bigger ones, but I just got a little one. This is the little one. I think it cost me about $100. Okay, but let's try Mary Had a Little Lamb, okay, guys? Let's see what we can do. All right. Wow, that sounded like it. Wow. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Let's try that one. I've never done this before. I mean, I've played this before, but I've never done this before. Ready? Okay. I shouldn't have told you the song, should I? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, wait on, wrong number. Okay, that didn't make sense. Ready? That's better. I used the wrong 5. Right. Oh, wrong one again. Where's number 4? That's weird. It says I've got number 4 on here, but I don't have number 4 on here. That is very bizarre. My instructions say 4s and I don't have a 4. That is very weird. Okay, we can't play that song. Okay, I've got another one for you guys. But it's got 4 in it. I don't have a 4. Okay, I won't tell you the song. I actually don't know this song, but let's play it. This is fun. got 4s. Okay, scrap that one again. Let's do happy birthday again. That was really cool. Wow. Oh my God, this one's elaborate. I can't even read this, guys. Look at this. That's hard. Look at all that. How am I going to read that, guys? I need my glasses for that. Yeah, right. So it's a steel tongue drum. All right, guys. So I think that we're just going to play like... There's a whole school of kids coming. Okay, so obviously we are not the film kids, but like there's a truckload of kids coming down here. So we might put this away. But that was fun, guys. That was just a random adventure at the end of my day. And I think that you can have adventures any day you want, right? I think every day should be an adventure, really. So we don't want to film kids, guys, so I'm just going to show you quickly. That's the grinding holes, guys. The grinding holes. And then over the side here are actually the tracks, the grooves made from the Cobb and Co coaches that used to go from Brisbane all the way up to Gympie, and they used to come through here. And those lines are actually the lines from the Cobb and Co, which is really cool. So there's a crap load of kids. So I think I'm really next to a scout den. So this is probably all the scout kids. So we'll, let them have this place to themselves. But how beautiful is this? I really hope you enjoyed that, guys. I did. But guys, I just have to do one thing before we leave. Well, they're posted that way. We had to do a dancing with Dora, right? It's just what we have to do. All right, now we can go. Yes, I'm strange. Do I care? Not really. Oh. Maybe the bigger ones have 4. You're right, maybe they do. It's really weird. I'll have to check that out, Susan. Hey, Susan, are you ready for tomorrow morning? Because we've got quite a few people wanting to join Wig Ventures. Bill, if you're around, in about 12 hours, I'll be doing a live, basically where, I think were you there last week? I don't know, I can't remember, guys. But basically I invite people on to wear a wig and tell us an adventure story. Give me a local story, international story, whatever you want. I did an adventure story of when I went to Everest Base Camp. This week I have a local story. Susan joined last week wearing a beautiful wig. So Susan has quite a few wigs, so we're looking forward to Susan picking a different wig. Or the same wig, doesn't matter really. All right, back to the car. Just want to show you something, guys. So see here, this is private property. It's a scout den. So through here is a scout den where they do a lot of, toughen up kids, which I love. And getting them into nature, teach them how to, make fires and stuff like that. So that's why I moved, because, this is their space, right? You're not strange, just fun-hearted. Oh, look, I don't really care, really. Doesn't matter what I am. I'm just me, right? You're you, I'm me. And we are what we are. And I think we're amazing. Right. So guys, ever seen or heard of an Aboriginal Bora ring? Ever heard of one? Oops, guys. Because I can't read here, can I? I'm looking cross-eyed. Oh, bugger. It's tomorrow. I lost track of days. I'm being well. I'll be there. Okay, good. I'm glad. So guys, I'm on my way home thinking about going to another Aboriginal site. Let me just see how far it is from here. It's on my way home. John Stone. Oops. Stone. Road. Basically, it's an Aboriginal ring, like a Bora ring. So that's like secret men's business. So you don't go inside the ring, but they have a ring still. Now I could drive there on this live. I'm not sure if it'll stick, but if you want to come back, if it cuts out, let me just see how much. I've got 22%. All right. What do I want to do? There's a good chance that this live is going to cut out, guys. So I might just stop it now, guys. And if I come back and do a live at the Bora ring, actually, you know what? We're not going to come back and do a live. We're just going to go home. We have things to do, right, guys? I have to go home and get my wig off my friend. I'm going to Mel's house. My friend Mel, she's away at the moment, but her husband's there, and I want to go get a wig out of her. because like I don't need to buy a wig. I have another wig, like Halloween style wigs, but I always say don't buy wigs, borrow them, go to a thrift shop. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the steel tongue. I enjoyed that. That was really nice next to the water. I'm going to do more of that kind of stuff because that's really peaceful, really good for my soul. Just slows me down, right? When you're playing music like that, you can't be thinking about anything. Hello, Lavender. I hope you are well. Bye bye, everyone. See you, Boostly. Anyway, guys, tomorrow morning, 6:15 a.m. Brisbane time, be 7:15 a.m. Sydney and Melbourne time. Don't know what time that will be in Perth, but if you want to come and say hello, we'll all be wearing wigs and telling a story about an adventure, local story, an international, state by, just a funny adventure story. It will be a lot of fun. A lot of women apparently and men. There's a few men, guys. There's a few men. You might not recognise them because they'll be wearing wigs. Because I'm using the free version of StreamYard, it doesn't have their names, so it might be like, who is that? So that'd be cool. Or it's an opportunity to make some new friends. I said, sometimes people that, come to my chat are not, always people that you know. There might be different people. So it's an opportunity to make new friends. So anyway, enough selling. I'm going. Bye. See you, Susan. I'm looking forward to hearing about your adventure. And no calves, I'm guessing. See you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.